Okay, here we go.
Well, holy shit, it's time again for the moment you've been anticipating. Another Planet Mikey podcast is always fun, but sometimes excruciating and boring and full of horse shit. It's true. Well, I'm Vinny Popolo Poopolo. Please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so Mikey can fucking pay me.
All right.
So let's get on with the show. Here's the man that survived the No Kings protest, Mikey!
We got you blowing your nose.
Are
and
we
everything.
ready?
Oh, yeah.
Are we starting the podcast now?
Oh, my God. There you go. Look behind the scenes, everybody, of what's going on when they play the show intro.
You know, and that wise ass Vinny Popolo.
Yeah, he's
this
pissed.
guy. I don't blame him. But here's the thing, and I'm going to say this to the audience.
He wants to get paid. Look at him.
Vinny, this is important.
Go ahead.
You really can't get paid in the podcasting business until people subscribe, especially in a YouTube situation.
Well, that's why Vinny Popolo in the show open right there said that
yes.
you should hit that subscribe
Exactly.
button so we get a few bucks and he can get paid.
Well, and that's how it works. Now, we're not very diligent about, pursuing that function from our audience. We know we have a substantial audience. Thousands of people listen to the podcast every week. But you got to subscribe on YouTube. That's the most important thing is when you're on YouTube is Planet Mikey Podcast, hit subscribe. Now, that doesn't mean you have to watch every episode, but you should.
And it's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
It's free and easy. It's just like a lot of women I've known in my life.
Oh, man.
I don't like the ones that aren't free.
Yeah.
They charge you. But we have that's an important function. And the other thing is the audio version, the money trickles in on that, but it's really small money. I mean, it's like, so what we want you to do is
5,000 last time.
if you subscribe to that, it automatically downloads onto your, and you have it. You don't have to listen to it if you don't want to.
I see how that
But in the
works.
car, it's a perfect thing for in the car. You can't watch YouTube videos in a car because you'll crash. You could kill somebody.
What if people start listening and they listen to the podcast in their car and they say, "Who is this asshole? I hate this podcast."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then they can still subscribe, even though they've said that nasty thing like that about me and you. And you,
Just
too,
you. No,
Smitty.
it's you.
No,
It doesn't
no,
say the Planet Bill podcast. It says the Planet Mikey podcast. That's you.
We should do a Planet Smitty podcast where I run the controls and you sit over here, and because you could do this job that I do, but I could never do that job you do. Look at all them goddamn buttons over there.
That's right.
You don't even know what half of them do.
I got two of them figured out. This one.
This one is camera one.
Yeah.
Is there a camera two?
There is, but I also have this. I can bring you up a little bit close there.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus, that scares the living daylights out of me.
And I can go do this one, yeah.
Camera
two.
My best friends used to say that I was not just ugly, I'm sin ugly. We're brought to you by Pro Automotive of Webster and Dudley, and not Webster and Dudley. What did I do? I see they moved to Dudley. They have at one location now. Everything is consolidated for Pro Automotive, who are the very best at fixing your car no matter what.
They've moved.
ProAutomotiveMA.com is their website. They're on West Main Street in Dudley. You can't miss them. And we're also brought to you by, and they don't even know this, Snapple.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Which used to be my favorite drink. I averaged 1,000 Snapples a year for 30 years, 30,000 Snapples. They owe me. They should sponsor this podcast.
Wait a minute. Give me the math again on that 30,000 bottles of Snapple.
1,000 a year for 30 years. That's 30,000. And I've had so many Snapples. I should change my middle name to Snapple. Michael Snapple Adams. The problem with Snapple is, though, and I've said this on the podcast before, is I'm kind of pissed at him.
What is it, Mike?
Well, I remember when you used to say, Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth, Joe. Well, it doesn't say that anymore.
No,
it doesn't say that anywhere on it. It says half and half, lemonade, iced tea. It doesn't say anything. Is it not made from the best stuff on earth anymore?
Look at the container.
What are they? It's plastic. Yeah. And they used to have glass bottles, and it was the most delightful part of my day was drinking a Snapple. Now I do it. If that's all there is, like Peggy Lee, I'll drink it.
Now you're ingesting microplastics. Look at that. Ooh.
That'll kill your trachea.
We were here when he dropped dead.
All right, so enough about Snapple.
Okay.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Oh, man.
That's my attitude. My grandma's coffee cake, however, we mentioned these sponsors up front because without them, we don't eat. And my grandma's coffee cake is my 1-800-8-GRANDMA, the number 8. 1-800-8.
8.
Eight grandma.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the greatest coffee. And I've never met a person yet in my entire life, in years of promoting the cakeage from my grandma's, I've never met one person that doesn't adore them. They're worth every penny in happiness that you spread amongst your friends, neighborhoods, family members, stuff like that.
Nothing like receiving my grandma's coffee cake.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll get you one next week.
It's
Blueberry,
nice.
you said.
I've been waiting. Yeah, you said last week
I
you were
forgot.
going to. Yeah.
I forgot.
Thanks.
So I'm 7 weeks away from getting my new puppy.
Hmm?
I'm trying to figure out names. I got a whole list of names. We'll talk about that on the next podcast. Which name I should name my new puppy. But I don't want to ruin that surprise for next time. I also, what was the thing? Oh, yeah. You know how I...
Yes, Mike?
You know how some people hate ICE? They think ICE are they're villains, these people that basically purge from us the illegal aliens and criminals and stuff like that.
Yeah. Of course, the left will say, "Oh, they're pulling people out of their houses.
Well,
People have lived here for 30 years. Well, they've been
Come on.
illegal for
Yeah.
30 years."
And they say, they talk about, well, we don't want in Minnesota. What happened there? They got killed. The people that got killed in Minnesota, they shouldn't have gotten killed. It's too bad. But you know what? They were dumb assholes that were provoking a situation that was already tense. And look, did one guy overreact, pull the trigger? Yeah, probably. Did the guy who shot at the car that was coming at him? No, I think maybe if I was a car coming at me and I knew that the person in the car hated my guts, I might pull the trigger too.
My dad told me when you're a kid and you're an asshole, if you attract the attention of the police, you probably deserve it.
Man, that's right. And my dad used to say to me, you don't have anything to fear from the police if you're not doing anything wrong.
That's correct.
But anyway, enough about that. The end ICE, they had the No Kings thing in Boston. That's when all the assholes come out and show everybody what assholes they are. You've seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
Some ice sculptor built a sculpture out of ice that says "End Ice." That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Because it melts anyway. It self ends eventually when the temperatures go up. Ice does, but somebody vandalized this big ice sculpture. And they're all like, "Oh, someone ruined our End Ice too." Somebody didn't like what you were saying, and they vandalized it. Shit gets vandalized all the time. Churches, synagogues, people's houses.
Must have been white supremacists.
You got toilet paper thrown on your trees in front of your house. That's vandalism. It is. So I thought that was kind of funny that someone just destroyed that ice sculpture. Now, if it was like an ice sculpture of a swan or,
How about something like this?
if it was that, I would really be pissed if they destroyed that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have several serious topics to talk about, but then I have some really fun topics to talk about too. Yeah. All in today's Planet Mikey podcast, Smitty. And you're going to be pushing those buttons, right?
All right, go ahead.
How many buttons you got?
That was your intro
For what?
for whatever you're about to do.
That's just a bald intro with nothing attached to it?
Well, yeah. You want a better
Let's
one?
hear it.
Okay. Hold on. I don't have like an intro.
Oh, no.
Let's see what I got. Just a little
How
bit.
about an outro?
How about a little bit of music?
Yeah,
Just,
here we go.
Music. Okay. And now here's Mike with some shit.
Welcome, everybody, to the Mikey Takes a Shit portion of the program.
Oh, man.
This is unbelievable. First of all, I read a story today, and this is on the internet. You have the internet here, right?
Yeah, we have the.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
A bottle of wine broke the all-time record for the most expensive bottle of wine when it was sold just days ago for $812,000.
A bottle of wine.
I used to get Ripple for 90 cents.
You know, the thing about that is that it will never be consumed.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's from 1945. It's called Domaine de la Romanie Conti. Domaine de la Romance Conti, 1945 vintage.
Yeah.
$812,000. Somebody shelled out almost $1 million for a frickin' bottle of wine. I don't even drink. What am I going to do? Look at it?
You could trade that for the Super Lambo.
Are you kidding me? Think of the house you can get for $800 on a beach somewhere, and they'd say, "Oh no, but I got this bottle of wine, 1945." And you open it up and it smells like skunk ass.
Oh.
I don't know. I just thought that was interesting because it broke the old record of, it was $700,000 or something for a bottle of wine. Like I said, we used to we'd buy Ripple down at the package store when we were underage. 90 cents. It gave you a headache, but you got a buzz. You ever drink Ripple? Pagan Pink or Ripple Red?
Oh, nothing like Ripple.
Oh, I'm sure it ruined your guts if you did drink it. Terrible shit. Now, I found a website that was very enlightening for me. And what it was a website where it went into some detail on who lives in Massachusetts. When we're talking about foreign-born people living in Massachusetts, illegal aliens living in Massachusetts, people that are born and raised here. What's the comparative for the? I got to get my glasses for this. I want to get my facts straight on this.
Mike gets his glasses and puts them on.
Hi, welcome to the show. I look like a nude ball, yeah.
More than 1/6. I think it's up to 1 out of 5 now. Massachusetts residents, Smitty, are foreign-born. Almost 1.2 million people, or 17.4% of the population. More than half of the foreign-born population are naturalized U.S. citizens. 32.3% of the children in Massachusetts have at least one foreign-born parent. That's a big number.
Like
32% of the children have at least one foreign-born parent? Really?
Anchor babies, perhaps?
The Massachusetts foreign-born population is particularly diverse. Any guesses? Countries of origin? I'll list them for you.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
China, Brazil, India, Portugal, Haiti, Cape Verde, Dominican, Vietnam, El Salvador, and Canada. Bringing up the end of the list. The most immigrant-rich communities, that's what they call them. The most immigrant-rich communities in Massachusetts are Chelsea. 45% of Chelsea is immigrants. Malden, 43%. Everett, 43%. Lawrence, 41%. Revere, 39%. Do you realize how many people we're talking about on the North Shore?
That's a lot of people, yeah.
Quincy, 33%. Randolph, 32%. The list is seemingly endless. Now you say, well, Mike, why are you talking about this? Go ahead, say that, Smitty.
Mike, I was wondering while you were reading that list, why are you talking about this?
Well, because the cost of these immigration policies in Massachusetts, and we are unique because we have the right to shelter, so people that are homeless from whatever country, they come to Massachusetts first because they know they're getting free everything, and that's why.
So you're talking about the illegals that are here?
Yes.
Okay.
Just what programs we give them. Never mind the shelter, which was $2 billion over 2 years to take care of all the people that needed shelter. Never mind that. That's a Maura Healey thing, and she should never be elected governor again because she sucks. But there's also a thing called transitional assistance. It's called TAFDC, Transitional Assistance Families with Dependent Children. So if you have a dependent child and you come here, you automatically get that money, which is from the TAFDC. They give you money, they give you clothing allowance, they give you all kinds. Then there's a thing called EAEDC, which is the emergency aid for the elderly or the disabled or children. So there's kind of an overlap there. EAEDC, that's more money for the groups that I just mentioned. Elderly, disabled, we got children, we got foreign-born parents with children, dependent children, money, going from the taxpayers into the pockets of these people who did nothing more than arrive here. Okay, now, again, I understand why they want to be here. I understand why they want to leave whatever shithole country they're from. I get that. But to automatically line them up for free money when they get here is a magnet to bring more people of the same ilk into this country and cost more money for the taxpayers.
So that means there's a political motivation behind
but
doing all that.
Am I wrong on the logic there?
You're totally right.
And then you say, well, what about SNAP? Did they get SNAP too? Yes. All you have to do to be eligible for SNAP is show a driver's license. Now, Maura Healey made sure that everybody who's an illegal immigrant can get a license and get a license to drive, no matter if they speak English or can't read a road sign or not, because she wanted them to get all these benefits of SNAP just for getting here. Okay, so now I've just given you 3 programs that are a bottom feeder drain on the Massachusetts economy. But you know that the shelters, never mind the $2 billion, it costs Massachusetts $27 million a year to incarcerate just the illegals that they have locked up for crimes. $27 million. Education for the influx of students costs Massachusetts $575 million a year. That's $23,000 per student. I'm just giving you an idea of what's going on and when it comes to this state is so stupid. I don't know. Now, ICE and federal...
When I get my food stamps.
Get my food stamps.
I buy food with my food stamps.
You buy food with... You buy Pepsi?
I like to buy Pepsi because that's what I drink.
Me too. And Snapple. That's what I drink.
And I like snacks. I like the snacks.
The kids
the
like
snacks.
snacks.
And I like snacks.
The kids like this.
I like the snacks. The kids like the snacks.
I need everything. I want to buy everything
With
my food stamps.
That's a good tune.
That is so funny. Now everybody they hate ICE because they're bouncing people out. You know, back in between September 4th and September 30th of 2025, ICE and federal law enforcement partners apprehended more than 1,400 illegal aliens, and they had all kinds of problems of crimes that they have accomplished. 1,406 illegal alien offenders that they removed. ICE did, and everybody said, "Well, what's wrong with that?" Well, no, we're not going to cooperate with your efforts because we're a sanctuary city and a sanctuary state. Now, the sanctuary part of this whole thing is, I you know what? I lost track of the information.
Oh, jeez, Mike.
Well, no, but it's like the sanctuary thing. If they don't cooperate with, they get criminals. They know they're criminals for all kinds of various things in their country or in our country. Coming in, they let them in. They say, "Oh, you know what? You're safe here now."
Now, why would they say that? What's the motivation behind that?
Votes?
Yeah.
I guess it's got to be. Anyway, enough about that, because when I get all worked up about that, then I can't sleep at night, or during the day, which is when I really like to sleep. I like to take naps. I'd like to buy Pepsi with my food stamps. So, Massachusetts is on its own, along with California, I think, when it comes to being stupid about. Because it's not that you don't want to be nice to people and give them something that they really desperately need. The problem is when you give them everything for free, they all come running. It's like when you feed the pigeons, right? You feed one pigeon and then now there's 10 pigeons. And now you're feeding 10 pigeons. And then all of a sudden they all come because they know that's where the food is. Mm-hmm. So they come, and I understand that. But if you're let's say someone wants to come to America, you say, where am I going to go? Oh, I'm not going to go to Nebraska. I'm going to go to Massachusetts or California where everything's free on the taxpayer's dime.
Yeah.
And so what happens? Our states get overwhelmed with people. And it's just not fair because it's unlivable. People are moving out of both California and New York and Massachusetts because they can't stand it. They can't live that way. It's unbelievable. Now, the no kings thing. Were you out there demonstrating, Smitty?
No, but I watched a bit of it on the news. Yeah.
You did?
I watched some of it, yeah. And it's ridiculous. You go up to a lot of people and with a lot of like man on the street type things going on, and they stick a mic in somebody's face. Why are you here? Or what do you think?
For the democracy.
It's always something kind of dumb. Nobody's got like a cogent.
No.
It's a serious answer to anything.
I'm here because we don't have kings here in America, and because we're not England where they have a king, is Jordan? Who's it? What's the guy? King of the Arab? They have kings in this world, okay, but America does not have kings. However, they get up there and say, we have to protect democracy. This is what they're trying to do. Well, wait a minute. So you're talking about Donald Trump, right? Well, wasn't he elected twice?
That's democracy, I think.
Isn't that what democracy is? You get elected? Unbelievable. So, but I'm here to prove that kings can be a good thing.
Really?
Yeah. Or a bad thing, but I'm going to take the side of the good thing for a moment here.
All right, hold on. Here we go. And now, Mike, with a story about kings.
First of all, I'm going to name some kings that you may like. Carole King. It's too late, baby. B.B. King. You like him, Smitty?
Oh, you love him.
Billie Jean King.
Same. She's cool.
Lesbian tennis star.
Yep.
She beat Bobby Riggs. And it was endless love. That was the net effect.
I got it. Yeah.
Many happy returns for her, though. That's a backhanded compliment. I'm sorry. I'm serving them up here. Now, Gayle King, personal friend of mine,
Yep.
Oprah's best friend.
Gayle, yeah.
What do Oprah Winfrey and Mikey have in common? We're both friends with Gayle King.
Oh, see that?
See? Martin Luther King.
Yep.
Judge people by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. I'm 100% behind that. Always have been. It's only fair. And he was one of the greats assassinated in April 1968. Awful. Now, but these are all kings. You agree?
I agree. And they seem to be good kings.
It's part of their name.
Yeah.
How about ugly old Stephen King? He's written some good.
He's a strange-looking man.
Oh, jeez. He is butt-ass ugly. How about Larry King? He's dead.
Yes.
Yeah. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Hello. All right, so who else? Don King,
Don King. We
the
like
boxing promoter.
Yeah.
We demand equal reciprocity. Remember the comedian who used to be on Ed Sullivan all the time, Alan King?
Alan King, sure, was smoking a cigar. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are all kings that I guess are acceptable even in a no kings sense.
I see, yeah.
You can have a no kings sign, but you can say, oh, well, Martin Luther King, we'll let him go. How about Nat King Cole?
We like Nat, yep.
How about his daughter?
Beautiful.
What's her name?
Natalie.
That's right.
Yeah. She passed away, didn't she, recently?
Yeah. So now they call her Natalie. How about the king of pop?
Michael
Jackson.
Yeah.
How about the Lion King?
Okay. Mufasa?
That's O.J. Simpson. How about King Kong Bundy,
We like
the wrestler?
King Kong.
How the king of rock and roll?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Elvis Presley. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I think I just farted over here. Elvis was the king of rock and roll, and he sang a song called King Creole.
That's right. That's made the movie.
I used to have in my TV show with a song by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones called The Rascal King.
See?
Because I was kind of a rascal.
Oh, is that why you chose that one?
Someone else chose it, but every show ended with the Rascal King. How about King Crimson, the band? How about King Harvest, Dancing in the Moonlight?
There you go.
Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. Let me see. So these are all acceptable kings, right? Am I wrong? Have I said any?
That was good. Why do you have a list?
I got more.
Oh, go ahead.
You know, I used to say on the radio, I used to get away with this a lot, too, at WEEI. This started when I was a young man. All my Italian friends, I'd make a joke, and they go, King Guy.
Oh.
Mikey, King Guy. King Guy. That's me.
King Guy.
King Guy.
Yeah.
It's, short for something else.
King Guy.
How about, let me see, did I leave anybody out? How about the Kingsmen, Louis Louis?
There you go.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
They were the Kingsmen.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of all the Kingsmen, I'm going to tell a King Arthur joke, all right?
All right, go ahead.
It's kind of dirty. But this is a king joke because it's about King Arthur.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so King Arthur's going on the Crusades or whatever. Is that what he did, the Crusades?
Yeah, he was,
And he was very jealous type of guy. So he didn't want, what was his wife's name?
Guinevere?
Guinevere.
Yeah.
So when he was going on this long crusade, he was going to be gone for a while. He had a guillotine installed inside his wife's vagina to make sure that no one cheated on, He didn't want his wife cheating on him, so he had this installed. He was a king. He could do whatever he wanted.
I see, yeah.
He put a guillotine in her vagina, and when he came back from the Crusades, he lined up all of his, what do they call them?
The men.
The King Arthur's court. What was it?
The knights.
The knights of the Round Table. He lined them up, and he wanted to check and see who cheated on him with his wife. So he had them all pulled down their pants, and every single one of them had their penises cut off, except one. And his name was, who was the greatest knight of all? No, come on, King Arthur's knights.
Give it to me.
Prince
Valiant.
Yes. He didn't have his penis cut off.
Oh, man.
He was the only one that still had his penis. So he says, all right, kill these guys. And then he turns to the prince
Valiant,
and he says, how can I ever thank you for being, such a good, loyal person? And Prince Valiant, he goes,
I get it.
Now, you got to go to the Dark Ages for that joke.
I was wondering where the hell are you going with this joke?
I'm still in the Dark Ages mentally. Anyway, that's my King's thing. But what I'm trying to say here is that it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life as far as demonstrations go. I mean, even the George Floyd demonstrations, which were ridiculous, aren't as stupid as the No Kings protests. The No Kings protest is just, you say, okay, every single person you see with a sign walking around with no king is an asshole. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
That was pretty good, though, Mike.
It's stupid. It doesn't do shit. It doesn't mean shit. And if you're one of the people that went out there with a sign and demonstrated on the No Kings demonstrations anywhere in any city in America, you're an asshole.
And those demonstrations were all paid for, by the way.
By George Soros.
There's a list of people. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of assholes.
Some insurance companies, big money thrown at this thing to the tune of close to $500,000. I mean,
billion.
$500 million.
I know, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so I got to get that off my chest. The No Kings thing is stupid, and I'm done with it. But as a tribute to that, I'd like Joe and Jerry to do a song somehow that they can relate to the King theme that we have going here. Okay?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. See if Joe and Jerry are up for that. Joe, Jerry, come on in. Make yourself homely. Who's going to start? Joe? There's a little black spot on the sun today. It's the same old thing as yesterday. There's a black hat caught in a high treetop, Joe. There's a flagpole rag and the wind won't stop. Well, I've stood here before, inside the pouring rain, when the world turning circles running around my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. Can you believe it? There's a little black spot on your face today. It's a blackhead, Joe. It's the same black head as yesterday, Joe. There's a black hat caught in a high tree top, and I don't know what the hell that means. And what's with this flagpole rag that's shoved up my ass? Well, I've stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain, but in my ass, you're the king of pain. There's a fossil that's trapped in a high cliff wall. There's a very sharp pain that I have in my balls. There's a blue whale beached by a springtide's ebb. It's Rosie O'Donnell in a spider's web. Well, I've stood here before inside the pouring rain when the world turned in circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that this rain with John Jaha and Daryl Strawberry. Yeah, that's it. Good night, everybody.